Well, hi everybody. It's 9:31 on a Thursday night. I'm in bed recording this while my kids are asleep, and I just feel like I am doing this because I need some accountability. I feel like I need a place where I can put out there what I'm trying and what I'm doing, what I'm going through, what's working and what's not working, and this is as good a place as any to do it. It also helps me practice talking and not be so scared about what people are going to think about what I post. So I'm working on 3 things right now. I have a podcast about mom stuff that I posted on consistently for a while, and then I stopped because I didn't really feel like I liked what I was talking about. I started a TikTok affiliates thing that I really want to give a whirl. And then I also have like another little YouTube channel that's mostly based off a hobby though. And I just feel like I need a place to talk about, what's working with all of these things, what's not working, and something to keep me accountable. So the point of these videos is not really to be edited. I'm sure I will edit a little bit, maybe like throw up some slides here and there, or maybe like down the line I'll start editing, but right now these are really meant to be just like video vlogs, journals, whatever, about like what's going on, because I just feel like I have so much going on up here and it's hard to get it all organized. It's hard to it's hard to like really process everything. And I know also that there are people out there like me who are like trying things or want something different or are ready, for their next thing. And so I hope that whoever's watching this, if anyone's watching this, that you can find some solace knowing that there is someone who's just like you trying to figure it out. I currently have a full-time job. I'm a working stay-at-home mom. I have 3 kids and I'm married. But I work full-time and I stay at home and I, with the kids full-time. I mean, they go to preschool like 2 hours a day, but I'm at home with them full-time trying to take care of them. And I also am trying to like take care of the house. And that is, I guess, a little bit about my day-to-day, just to say that there's like a lot going on for me, right? But my work right now, I work, full-time contract, so I'm on like 1099. And when I first started this job, I was, I started it with just a great manager, such an amazing, sweet woman, who I'm still, friends with. I feel like her and I are actually quite close, talk to her about a lot of stuff. But when I started at the job with her, the goal, the hope, right, was that for me and my current teammates that we would like come in as 1099, and then eventually, when spots opened up, when budgeting allowed, that we would all kind of go into being full-time positions, and that our job role would be coded for remote. But, sometimes things don't always work out that way, and for us, it didn't work out that way. And there was a huge company reorganization it kind of messed up a lot of people. That was supposed to be a good thing, but that's okay. But anyways, so now my manager is not my manager. She's not even with the company anymore, which is great for her. She's, like I said, amazing and has so many good things going on for her and so many, dreams and aspirations that I just can't wait to see what this will do for her. But I will no longer be able to be full-time unless I want to relocate. And I'm just not interested in that right now, especially to where I would have to relocate to. It's just not, it's just not conducive for me and my family and raising, I know there's danger everywhere, but some places a little more, so that's okay. But that means that my contract is going to be ending at the end of June. It ends June 20th, and I've heard that the job market is tough right now and whatever. And I've sent out applications here and there, but at the end of the day, I don't want another 9 to 5, I want time freedom. I want to be able to take my kids to preschool and pick them up without being stressed. My husband and I switch off right now, and he goes and stays at the library and, works from there. And I'm really appreciative that he does that. But I want to be able to take them and pick them up, and I want to not feel so, sorry, I'm trying to keep this positive, because I do believe that no matter what negative and positive things we put out there, that they always come back to us, right? So if I keep saying, oh, I don't want this, I'm just going to keep more of not wanting that. So I'm trying to switch my language to be positive, because, you know, like I said, I believe in the law of attraction. I believe, you know, that God says yes and amen. So that's yes and amen to negative stuff too. So trying to switch my language to positive language. I want to be able to have time freedom. I want to be able to do all the things that I want with my kids and with, you know, our time in our house without feeling overwhelmed or stressed, or, you know, worried about a contract ending, or worried about, you know, where our next thing is going to come from. You know, I am ready for the breakthrough. I'm ready for, you know, the next thing. On Sundays we watch Transformation Church with Pastor Michael Todd. It's in Tulsa, which I think is in Oklahoma. Tulsa, right? And it's great, amazing, awesome. We watch every Sunday. You know, we get Starbucks, we post up on the couch. But for the last 3 weeks, he has been preaching on the overflow, and I just feel like that has been resonating so deep in me. And I feel, you know, even for my husband, when I'm taking notes on Sundays, right, I just have those notes open next to me for like the whole rest of the week, and I'm just consistently reading and you know, reflecting on them, and really, you know, letting it soak in, you know, living in the overflow. And last week he talked about how, or not last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, he talked about how we all are, like, we have access to the overflow. Like, all of us have it, like, it's around us. We just don't get it. We don't take it. We don't ask enough of God. Like, we just, you know, do this whole like victim run around thing where it's like, oh, I always want this new thing, I always want blah blah blah, but then we don't make any changes. We don't do, you know, get to the new thing. And I'm ready for that new thing. You know, I'm ready for the financial and the time freedom and all the things, and I'm ready for that overflow. And I feel like there has just been a shift, you know, a shift of energy in our house, a shift of energy in my heart. And I feel like this is step one. And these videos, you know, these things, you know, this stuff that I'm going to be talking through and sharing is meant for people who I think can relate, but also is meant for me, you know, meant for me to look back in by the end of June, because, you know, God doesn't know time. There's, you know, it's, things can happen in days. He died and came back in 3 days. 3 days ain't got nothing on him. And so these are just for me to look back on in the future and really see, you know, how far I've come, really see like where I started versus where I will be, you know, where I am. And I just love that. I love the thought of that, and I love like the thought that there could be at least one person who watches this and resonates and maybe goes on this journey with me, you know, and we're, you know, I find out about it, and we comment and we chat, and we really get to like know about each other's life. And that's okay with me. If even one person is helped by this, I would be okay with that, I think. And I just want to see, you know, where I am in a while. And I don't know, I can't wait to keep making these, and I feel so vulnerable right now. Usually when I'm making videos, which is mostly why I stopped, I'm very like scripted, and everything I say is written down, but this has been the first time in a while where I've just put the camera on and talked. And that's mostly why I don't really want to do a lot of editing of these, because I feel like I want them to be very vulnerable and truthful, and I want it to be real. You know, it's almost 10. I'm exhausted. I'm in bed, and you can't really get more real than that, I feel like. So anyways, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Kidding. But yeah, I hope that if you are watching this or coming along on this journey with me, or if you're me watching this in the future, that you get something out of this, and that we can go on this together. And you're beautiful and you're amazing. And if you felt a pull from this to also take your next steps, do it. Follow your intuition And I don't know. That's all I have. So until the next time.
Peace.